All right, we're back from our next break. Issue number 3. Is the ultimate driving machine the ultimate road rage machine? A poll at GoCompare.com finds that motorists who own the flashy German-built cars are more likely to tailgate, flip someone the bird, and speed more than anyone else on the road. More than half of all British drivers said they had suffered a bad experience at the hands of a BMW driver. Much maligned white van men came in second in the poll, followed by Audi drivers and those who own Fords and Land Rovers. Other motorists to make the top 10 included Vauxhall drivers, who were 7th. Drivers of Range Rovers, Volkswagens, and Mercedes complete the top 10. Oddly, no Japanese cars made the list. Who knew? The study of 3,000 motorists also showed that 17% of people have had a bad experience with another motorist in the past week. For more, we turn to the president of the North American BMW Drivers of America, Jack Russell. Mr. Russell, what do you have to say to this study? Well, okay, we have to make a mental note never to towel dry anybody in the green room. So, let's see here. All right, so, Scott, I don't know what you drive, so I'll just start with you. Do you buy this?
You know what? I have to say that I do buy this. Well, I do buy it for one reason. There is a rumor that certain people drive certain types of cars when they feel that they're lacking in a certain area of their lives. And I think James knows exactly what I'm talking about, right, buddy? So, I think they're a little aggressive. They got the small man Napoleon complex going on. So, yeah, they're going to drive a little angry. I would too,
What do you drive?
I got my bus pass. It's long and lasts for 30 days, baby.
Well, pretty much. How about you, Rusty? You buying this?
Well, BMW were fighter plane makers in World War II. I don't know if people realize this, but their logo was actually a propeller. So maybe there's some tie over from that aggression in World War II to the drivers of today.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Have you ever had a bad experience with a BMW driver on the road?
No, but I drive a big old Ford truck. I'll run them right up on the curb and won't care because I got no insurance.
Oh, man. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. When I see you on the road, Rusty, I'll give you whatever.
Yeah. Go America.
James, what do you think? You buying this?
Nah, well, I don't know. I don't know about UK, but speaking about wide berths, present company accepted. That's fine. The only cars I'm nervous around in my neighborhood are the Lincolns and the Cadillacs and the Buicks, mostly of the.
Okay,
90s.
Excluding the black and whites, James. Is that still the same answer you have?
Yes, quite. I've never come across any Beamers Beamers with bad attitudes.
Okay, Teresa, how about you? You buy this?
I don't buy this. The only car that I see that has a lot of attitude is the people who drive Priuses. Oh. I'm sure everyone knows what I'm talking about, right? They go around. They always have those live green bumper stickers. They've got attitude. That's yeah.
Well, they can't really drive
the
that
bumper
fast
sticker
in a
that
Prius,
says
can
my car's a Hummer, right?
And there was something like Keep Tahoe Blue, which I'm all for, but they have this attitude about them superior, and
they flaunt their goodness.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are they bad drivers on the road?
nice.
I can't imagine.
No, they're
driving
not necessarily,
aggressively
but
in a
they've
Prius.
got the attitude.
Yeah.
You can see it in their eyes when you pass them.
Okay, well, now, so assuming that it might
I wish
be,
they could pass you.
assuming it's true, do you think is it the BMWs that make the drivers angry, or is it just angry drivers in BMWs?
I would say that angry people buy BMWs. Just as, patchouli-smelling, Birkenstock-wearing people drive Priuses.
And what type of person do you think buys a BMW, Scott? Any profession you can think of?
Oh, well, lawyers own lots of BMWs.
What do you drive, Jim?
A Honda.
Oh, okay. Or what do you drive, you ass?
As we say, I like my car like I like my women, low maintenance and reliable.
I like mine like I like my cordwood, stacked and easy to nail.
All right, so we have the stereotype of the Prius driver. Any other car owner stereotypes you guys have that you wish to share?
Well, I could go with the Subaru Outback and Lesbians with dogs, but I don't know if that really counts anymore.
I'm going to ask what your wife drives, but I'm going to skip that. So
Do pimps still drive Cadillacs? I'm out of the loop.
I don't know. Pimping really isn't easy nowadays.
Okay.
All right. So let's go to issue number 4. If you spend more time to wander, are you a man? I ponder. If you can have an erection, are you less likely to ask for directions? British car insurance company Sheila's Wheels has a study out that concludes the average male driver spends an extra 276 miles every year as a result of being lost, the equivalent of a journey from Cincinnati to Nashville. Who would want to do that? Compared to women, which is 256 miles per year. 26% of men wait at least a half an hour before asking for directions. I think that's for driving, not in bed. But anyways, and a stubborn 12% refuse to ask for any help at all. Again, driving, not in bed. The study also estimated the cost of gas used by each man driving around lost and reluctant to ask for help could add up to thousands of dollars over a lifetime. For women, it's almost the exact opposite. 74% have no qualms about asking for directions, with 37% admitting to pulling over as soon as they realize they're lost, compared to just 30% of men. For more, we turn to our automotive correspondent, Luke Turtle. Luke, what do you think?
Oh, wow.
It's funny. He's on wheels.
Skateboarding tortoise.
That'd be awesome. You could use them to chalk a tire.
Well, you did see that Luke stopped for a little moment there, so maybe Luke's a little hesitant, but it's nice to see a turtle who knows where he wants to go. All right, first I'm going to ask Teresa. Teresa, do you buy this?
Yes, I do. Men certainly get lost more than women. And you know why? It's because they don't read the directions ahead of time. It's like they won't read the instructions before they put together the bookshelf. So they don't pay attention to the directions before they start driving. Hence, they're lost most of the time.
All right. James, how about you? You buy this?
No, you don't understand what's really going on here. It's like when guys get lost, it's usually with a woman sitting next to them, and what they're trying to do is make them go to sleep. And the more they drive, the more they tend to take little naps. And once they're out, you want them to stay out.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Well,
Why?
Teresa, have you been
Why?
driving? Have you driven with a man before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you ever been lost with a man before?
Yes. Many times.
There you go.
Okay. And does it usually is James right? Is he usually? Is it usually
I don't
lost?
fall asleep. I stay up and poke them and ask for directions. We're lost.
Okay, but before they got lost, were you when you're sitting in the passenger seat, were you talking to him constantly about all your issues and problems and concerns and stuff that he doesn't want to really hear?
Well, yeah, because it's easier to talk to men when they have something to do with their hands, when they're kind of distracted, you know. So
Get
yeah,
away.
Do you see the point that James is making here?
that too.
Now, Rusty, since you've been married like 500,000 times, and in your earlier days, you used to ride with women by the truckloads. What do you have to say about this?
I'd like to reiterate that I would not kiss a man.
All right. Okay.
But the minute I am lost, I will stop and ask for directions. So that's as feminine, perhaps, as I get.
All right.
And this shirt.
Scott, how about you?
See, I usually don't have a problem, with directions or anything like that. I will say that I think the two on the end here are missing the point, as they should. Now, here's the issue. When I'm driving with a woman sitting next to me and she's talking about thoughts, feelings, things I don't really care about, I have no problem finding a huge concrete beam that I want to drive the car into. So usually directions is not so much a problem for me. I'm usually looking for the end of my life. So usually that's where all of my Google Maps say, you die, and you've reached your destination. But here's the thing. You see, women, when you sit next to us when we drive, you don't bother printing up the directions on how to get there. You don't really bother. But once we get in the car, I absolutely know for a fact you will tell me exactly what to do and how to do it, even though you either can't do it, won't do it, or don't feel like doing it. You have no problem telling me how to do it.
Now wait a minute, Scott. Now, I know you ride with women a lot, but usually they're tied up and in the trunk. So is it really true that they're really giving you grief while you're driving?
Well, yeah, they keep banging on the trunk. I'm like, easy. I just paid for this brand new trunk. I got all the inside done all nice and covered in plastic for them. The least they could do is not do any work on my body. You know what I mean?
Well, will they notice the car dents in the trunk from the inside of the trunk of your BMW?
Well, they probably will. They probably will, because the inside of that, it's coat, inside of it, on the inside of the BMW, there's the plastic and there's a foam there. But the problem is sometimes they're so desperate to get out because they're being tortured that they just go right through the foam, and it's horrible.
Okay. All right. We finished. Let's go to our next break. Let's see here. Oh yeah. What's it like to audition for America's Next Top Model and miss the final cut? After the next break, Scott Birch will tell us how he almost got to shake Tyra Banks' hand before getting tasered.